Now we'll be looking into our first React.js program, that is Hello World, right? So how you can write a simple Hello World program in React.js and what are the steps needed for it. So for that, you need to have one extra software other than Node.js and Visual Studio Code, which we are going to install right now. So as I said, whenever you want to install any library from the Node package manager, the command is npm install -g and npx. So what library are we installing here? npx. And I will talk about what is this G flag in my next video. So npm install -g npx. So what is this? This npx is another command line tool which is required for setting up the React.js project according to the basic setup guide of React application. So any React application would require this npx command line tool. So what React guys have exposed us is that create React app, create -react app. This command line tool, what it does is it generates the skeleton or the basic folder structure which is required for running a simple React application, like all the dependencies already installed, so that you don't have to create it from the scratch again. So anytime anybody wants to create any new React app, it is always recommended to follow this method. So how do you do that? npx create React app. Please ignore the suggestions which my system is giving. So npx create React app and folder name or the project name. So I am naming it as Hello World. So what does this command indicate now? npx create React app Hello World. So create React app is the command line tool given by the React.js guys, and npx is a software or a library which helps in executing the remote binaries of Node package manager. So npx is a very powerful tool. So I'll explain npx in a simpler terms. So ideally you don't have to use npx for running this. So you can simply do create React app and Hello World. So what it technically means is that create React app is a command line tool which is installed in your library, which is installed in your system as a global dependency. And now you are using that CLI tool. You are using that CLI tool to build the Hello World program. But for this, create React app needs to be installed in your system. So as the Node package manager has evolved, you need only this at a very bare minimum time, right? Everybody won't start the project every day. So the amount of space which is being occupied by the global dependencies of the Node package manager was increasing drastically. So people have invented a new thing which is called as npx, which help us not to install any of the global dependencies already in our system, but during the run, when I'm running this command, it goes to the npm registry, pulls up this create React app. So if you see this npm create React app, create React app is a library which has been hosted on the npm registry. So one way is you install this create React app in your local system, and every time this gets updated, you need to update, or else at the runtime, you can use this npx command line tool, which will go to the server, fetch the latest version of create React app and generate the project for us. So always recommended to generate the React app using this command, guys. So for installing the latest version of create React app, the command which you need to use is npm install create React app, and it is a global dependency because you want to use it anywhere in your system. So when I run this command, it goes to the npm registry. And it downloads the latest version, which is 5. So if you see, yeah, create React app has been updated to version 5. Now, but the recommended way of generating the project is npx create React app hello world. So both of these are same. So now npx helps. What it does, it goes to the npm registry, fetches and create React app, and generates the project for us. So I'm on a lower version of Node.js now, the one which we have discussed while the environment setup. I can, using nvm, I can easily switch my Node.js version like this, nvm use 14. So now my Node.js version is 14.17, and if you see node-v, Node version 14. So the advantage, see, if I want to anytime if I want to change my Node.js version, it is very simple. Now I'll run the same command again, npx create React app. So this command, what it does is it sets up the basic project which is required for us. It installs the required dependencies from the npm registry. So all these are the dependencies which are mandatorily required to run any React.js project. So this is going to take some time as it downloads a lot of libraries. I'll show you once the download is completed. I'll show you how many number of dependencies it has installed and from where all of those dependency tracking is happening. So it's gonna take some time. Let's wait. Yes, after running the command, it took some time and it installed all the dependencies required for the project. So see, if you can see all the dependencies, almost 1374 packages, right? And yeah, it actually depends on the internet speed. And finally, you will be seeing this particular command line statements, which says that npm start will start the development server, and npm run build npm test. So with this, it is confirmed that your new project setup is ready, and I'm clearing my screen and opening a Visual Studio Code using this command. Otherwise, you can simply open the folder. So yeah, oh no. So before that, if you see, we have created the project with the name hello world, right? So I have to do cd hello world. So whatever name you guys have given, you need to cd into that directory first, and then code dot. Now this is the project which React.js has given us through the command line tool create React app. So if you see, these are the different files which we can see which have been created, right? So as the command says that npm start will run your application. So I run the npm start. So I'll explain each of these in detail. So the application will be running on localhost 3000. Open your browser and open this. And yes, so this is the basic React.js application which you will be getting when you run the npx create React app. Okay, so see, when you started npm start, it was running on the port 3000. So it runs on a local development server, and you get to see all the changes. So if you closely observe the changes, so what is exactly being rendered onto the browser window, we'll understand each of these files and what is the significance of each of these files at a later point. But yeah, right now, see whatever is being displayed over here. So this is the JS6 syntax, guys. Now HTML is being written in the JavaScript, and if you see learn React, and it has been imported over here, React DOM.render, and you are importing entire application. So this application is being imported, right? And if I make any changes, so I'll do right now, I'll remove all of these header, or I'll simply edit this h1 hello world. So now automatically it reloads the web page. So see, hello world. So this is our first hello world program in React.js. So the time it has taken is really because it installed these many number of libraries. So see, there are huge number of libraries which React is internally depending. Okay, so see, the all 1374 libraries which we have seen in the command line saying these have been installed. So all these are the libraries which React needs to run any project. So these are the basic libraries. We might keep on adding certain libraries while we develop any application, but yeah. So now you might have understood why it took some time and why it is dependent on your internet, right? Yeah, so welcome to the first program, hello world.